Welcome to my channel. I am going to start with a little bit of skincare. That was just some under eye mask patches and I was a little confused. I was expecting it to be kind of slippery, you know how some cotton masks are, but it had soaked in. I was kind of shocked. So that's my Tarte Maracuja oil, and my skin is just in mid-winter yuckiness. I have so many patches that I have to drink a ton of water and I have to wait for the oil to soak in. Anyway, so this is the new Maybelline Dream Cushion Foundation, and, you know, that's the pad it comes with, but, you know, I prefer the Beauty Blender. So I like to go in and just one dab takes me pretty far with this foundation. I was really pleasantly surprised. This color's a little bit dark for me right now, but blending it down your neck and then going in with a concealer to highlight some areas can go a really long way. So I just made sure I blended down my neck and that I really blended well. So that's why I chose to speed this section up instead of just cut it completely. I wanted you to see how much I have to actually blend. This is the NARS Creamy Concealer and Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I'm starting with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in medium to kind of hide some of my dark circles that I've got going on. And this is the medium Custard NARS Creamy Concealer, and I'm using this for a little bit of a natural highlight. Normally I go a little bit lighter for my concealers to highlight it a little bit more, but I wanted this tutorial to be more easygoing, natural, not too highlighted, but coverage. So when you're choosing a concealer for yourself, it depends on what look you're going for. You can go a little bit lighter and get a really highlighted look that can be really stunning, but if you're going for a more natural look, or you know you're not going to wear a lot of eye makeup, then I tend to go to more true to my skin tone. And that was my Laura Mercier translucent powder just under my eyes, and this was me getting so excited that I figured out if you take the brush off of the brow and you flip it over, you can stick it in the lid and it makes it longer, so it's not such a teeny tiny little brush. I was really excited. So this is the shade number 3, and this is the only product I used on my brows because, again, I was trying to go for easy, and a lot of times most people don't want to wear more than one product in their brow. So this is a great product for that because it's a little bit of a pomade, keeps your hair in place, good color. This is the Urban Decay Original Primer Potion. I use it pretty much every video. Good stuff. This is the Tarte Pro Palette, and what can I say? I can't stop using it. This is a Wet n Wild brush. It's nice and fluffy. It allows me to put down pigment without being super precise, which is exactly what I needed to do on top of the primer. So I chose a slightly darker than my skin tone color. Like, this would be my skin tone color in the summer, but it's a little dark on me now, to cover my lid because I want to be a little more natural. I don't want to be too highlighted. And I chose the like medium toned chocolate brown color to work on my contour of my lid, just to create some shape. And here is a pencil brush from Royal Lange & Nickel, and I go in with the deep chocolate, and I'm going to use this just in that V shape around the edge of my eye, and that's where I'm going to place most of the pigment, and it just deepens that contour a little bit more. And you can see me blending it and moving it so it's not in one little place. Then I go back in with my MAC 217 and I'm just blending it all together. There's no pigment on that brush. I'm just making sure there's no harsh lines. This is a little eyeshadow shader brush. It's just little and dense. And I'm going in with that first like nude shade, and I'm just putting a little bit under my eyes. Since I already have the translucent powder there, I can go in with my under eye color. And this is a flat eyeshadow brush. And I'm using this so I can pack on the metallic color a little bit better. A flat brush will pack it on instead of flick it around, so I want it to be exactly where I put it. And I'm putting this in the center of my lid as a little bit of color shine. I didn't want a light color underneath it, so we went with that darker color first. This is my favorite bronzer right now. It doesn't really work for me in the summertime, but it looks beautiful when my skin's a little more pale. It's the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula, and that is my little fluffy blush brush from Mikasa Beauty. This is a foundation brush, but I like it because it's dense. And I'm using this to clean up the edge. This is a neat little trick. I use this to clean up the edge of my eyeshadow so I don't have such a rounded edge there. I wanted it to have a little more of a cat eye effect, and you can kind of see it a little bit better as I go along, how it kind of lifts my eyes a little better. This is Apricot in the Middle from Wet n Wild. It is a blush that I adore from the drugstore. Did I just rhyme? That is an angled blush brush. I love that brush because it flicks really nicely as you brush along your cheeks, and when I'm going for a more diffused color look like this, then I like it to be able to like flick around a little bit in the direction I want it to go, which is why I like it angled. And I have to curl my eyelashes. My eyelashes just grow down. They don't really grow straight or straight out or up or curl. They just grow kind of downward, so I have to curl them. That's the Tarteist Lash Paint. I love this stuff. I keep hearing that Tarte's Man-Eater Lash Mascara is super good. Maybe I'll try that next. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Slim Skinny Mascara, and I've been using this last few videos. I love it. It keeps my lower lashes fluffy. I feel like the fibers in them really do a good job without flaking on down onto my cheek. So good. This is an Essence highlighter. What? I was shocked when I saw Kathleen Lights talk about it, and I was like, I gotta try it. It looks so like subtle but pretty, especially when you're going for like kind of a monochromatic look like what I'm doing right now. So when I put this on, you can kind of see me. I was a little shocked. I wasn't expecting it to be that good. I was like, okay, wow. So this is such a pretty subtle highlight that I decided to use it on my brow bone. I tried to use it on my Cupid's bow. I mean, really, it's the perfect natural glow. Okay, this is such a cool tip. These are little individual eyelashes, but they're 3 clumped together. They are knotless, which is so much easier to work with than knotted. And I'm starting with setting it on the outside edges. This is a wonderful way to give your eyelashes a little extra oomph, a little extra fluff without doing a full strip of lashes. You can't see it, although I'm gonna warn you, you can see it through this video because I didn't wait for the glue to dry before I put it on. Tip, make sure your glue gets tacky and dry before you put it on your eyelash because it takes even longer for it to dry. So I went in with one individual because I noticed that there was a little bit of a bare spot in between my natural lash and the 3 little lashes that I just put on. And I'll show you in just a second. You'll see me look up and down, and I'm just placing it right on my lash line. So as you look up, you can kind of see that there's no real major seams there. You can see it's pretty seamless. This is the NYX Gel Super Glide something super long name lip liner. I'll post it down below so you can get a better idea. This is called Sugar Glass, I believe, and it's a perfect nude for me. This is the NYX Soft Buttercream Matte Buttercream in London. I think I actually need a new tube of this stuff. I love this color. It's so nude brown. It isn't pink at all. And I was going for more of a brown monochromatic look. This is the Butter Gloss in, I'm not sure. I'll have to post it below. I thought I could read it, but I can't. I like to wear gloss when I'm going for a little more of a natural look because colored matte lips of any kind look kind of unnatural. But this is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in my next video. Mwah, 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 mwah.